Hey everyone. So recently I came across this video from a channel called Minute Videos, and they this is basically a channel which takes story suggestions from anyone, and then they make animated videos based on that story and upload it on their channel. This video is basically an year old now, almost a year old. It was uploaded last year in April, and we're in April 2020. So I thought of reacting to this video because it is certainly a quite disturbing and yet ridiculous video. And also, I saw other YouTubers reacting to this video, and so let's give it a look.
It was the end of the day, and I was waiting for my bus with one of my friends when she began asking me random questions. All of a sudden, though, she asked, "Hey, have you heard of the LGBT plus community?" Yes, I had. Is this the last question? No, but almost. Do you support gay and lesbians? Like the people who are in the LGBT community?
So what I get from this is probably the one who asked the question is like gay or trans maybe, and they probably thought of coming out to a friend or his friend, and that's why they ask this question. So when we're kids and in the LGBTQ community, it's really weird to let other people know, to tell other people, because of the society not being very friendly with the community, right? And I guess the Western society is quite liberal these days, but I'm from India and it's still really, really difficult to come out as someone from the LGBTQ community.
Do I give her my honest opinion? Or should I lie? Maybe I should just tell her what I think will make her happy. But what if it's not the right answer she wants to hear? I mean, she's my friend. I'm sure we'll be fine. After a quick pause, I gave her my reply. No. She tried to hide it, but I saw the shock on her face. She smiled awkwardly and said, "Oh, okay."
So you just tried coming out to your friend and you asked if they support the community, and your friend says no. How would you feel? It's-
I had no idea what that meant and thought of it as nothing more than an awkward and random conversation. We said bye to one another as she walked her way home and I hopped on my bus. Before I went to bed, my mind kept replaying my friend's question and why she acted so awkwardly to my answer. Why did she look like she was hiding something? Or what if she doesn't want to be my friend anymore? Am I a bad person for not supporting the LGBT plus community?
yes, yes, you are.
The biggest thing I couldn't get off my mind was her awkward smile hiding her true emotions from me. I thought about it the entire night until I fell asleep hoping it was just a harmless question and she'd forget about it tomorrow. I walked through the hallway saying hello to my classmates and friends, and every time I did, they brushed me off or give me a dirty look. I even had a few people ignore me and whisper something to someone else right in front of me and then walk away. Did I do something wrong? Why are people giving me these mean looks? Finally, I saw my friend who asked me the question the other day and nervously said, "Hi." She automatically replied, "Get away from me!"
that that voice acting is so ridiculous. And also, I mean, they both went home the other day and went to bed, I guess. I don't know how long it took, but just the next day the entire school knows about the incident and they're like avoiding her just the next day. I mean, they're what, middle schoolers or high schoolers? News doesn't travel so fast. I mean, yeah, it does in this age of internet, but not so fast, right?
I backed up in shock. We were fine the other day. At least, I thought we were fine. What? What did I do? At this point, everyone had their eyes on us, waiting to see what would happen. How dare you not support gays or lesbians? What? Why did you tell everyone? I thought you were my friend.
Um, why did you tell everyone that I don't support gays, lesbians? Uh, am I hearing this right? Like, people are usually openly homophobes. I don't know much about the Western society. I mean, I guess even their people are openly homophobes, just say, and certainly the society, even if it is a very liberal society, it is not that friendly towards gay people, even now. And gay people go through bullying and everything in their school days. So this is just reverse the situation. Why did you tell me I'm gay? And asking this question, and this could be like very relatable to many gay people back in their school days. I mean, they just told one of their friends that they're gay, and in a couple of days, the whole school, almost the whole school knows, and they're bullied, they're being avoided, they're made fun of, everything. So it seems what this video does is basically just take the entire case of bullying gay people have gone through in their lives or even go through these days and just reverse the situation and make it a homophobic person going through the same things gay people goes through in real life.
How can I be friends with someone who doesn't support what I or all of us do? You're
What I or all of us do, like, so like, is the entire school does the entire school consist of gays and lesbians? Like, are they all gays and lesbians? Is it like a school exclusively for gay people?
you're a monster and unaccepting of other people's preferences. You just don't fit in with the rest of us anymore. At this point, everyone gave me a dirty look and agreed with her. It was like I had committed some kind of sin and didn't deserve to be around everyone else. In an instant, I was the worst person in the entire school.
Well, if you're the only homophobe in the entire school, yeah, you are probably the worst person there.
The only thing I could do was run into the bathroom. I cried so hard, so much, and so loud. Someone in the other stall heard me and told me to shut up. I felt so ashamed of myself for not supporting or accepting the LGBT plus community.
Yeah, you should. I mean, if you don't support their very existence, their very personalities, their very being, for no reason at all, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I hated myself for not lying and saying I did support them. I wanted to go home so badly, but there was no way I could. The rest of the day was just as bad, if not worse. People mocked me and called me homophobe.
Mocked and called you homophobe? I mean, you literally said you don't support the LGBT plus community, so you are a homophobe. They're not mocking you, they're just literally saying the truth.
Which wasn't true at all. I tried to tell them that it was my personal preference to not support it, but it didn't mean I hated people who are gay or lesbian.
If you don't support their very own personalities, their very own existence, yeah, it does mean you hate gay and lesbians.
I had never felt so alone, so I decided I had to tell my parents what was happening to me at school. But would they yell at me for having these opinions? Or worse still, they might hate me.
Okay, so this is ridiculous. It shows that a child, a kid of her age, basically came to her own conclusion that the LGBT community is not worth supporting. I mean, this is completely bullshit, okay? Because in real life, what happens is because of the indoctrination of religion into kids by their parents, or because of the massively, hugely homophobic and transphobic society, kids turn out to be homophobic or transphobic and don't support the LGBTQ community. Kids aren't born homophobic or transphobic. They're not born with hatred. Just if a kid doesn't know anything about the LGBT community and just a random, I mean, what the society would consider as male, let's say, and come to that kid and say, hey, I might look like a boy, but I'm actually a girl. And the kid would be, oh, yeah, okay, good. I mean, they don't really think about this stuff. They're not born with hatred. Hatred is indoctrinated into kids, usually by their parents and the society. But in this case, it says like the society is completely liberal because she was bullied in school and she doesn't know her parents' stance on this issue. So she doesn't know if they're homophobic or not. So it means that she wasn't really indoctrinated into religion or like her parents into homophobic thinking. So she came to her own conclusion. Uh, uh, no, kids don't do that. So yeah, that's bullshit.
I entered my kitchen to see both of my parents sitting there. Even though I tried to find the words to tell them I needed to talk, all I could find were tears. Both of them quickly stood up and came to the door where I was standing to comfort me. My mom asked me what was wrong, and I began to explain. I told
Okay, so the thing is, gay kids often face this because if you're gay, you just know you're gay. I mean, you get attracted to people of the same sex, right? It doesn't need any kind of indoctrination or anything. But homophobia, yeah, it's not natural. Homophobia is not natural. Homosexuality is. And that's why since homosexuality is natural but isn't accepted by the wider society, and you probably don't know what your parents think about it. Yeah, gay kids suffer a lot in coming out to their parents. They fear what will their parents say. And in a particularly religious family, let's say a Christian family, a Muslim family, or a very orthodox Hindu family, yeah, parents don't usually support their kids for being gay. Conversion therapy is still legal in many parts around the world. And
them the question my friend asked the day before, and then my answer. That I just didn't agree with the LGBT plus community. To my delight,
I didn't agree with the LGBT plus community. I mean, agree on what? I mean, agree on political views? Like, hey, I should vote for Trump this year, or should I vote for Biden? Or agree on that they should exist or not exist, if homosexuality is natural or not, and stuff like that. I mean, agree on what? A little animated, animesque, homophobic kid.
my mom and dad, they reassured me that it was okay to have different opinions to other people about things like sexuality, religion, and politics.
Yeah, it is okay to have different opinions on things, particularly politics. And sexuality, well, if your opinion is that people of particular sexualities and gender identities and such shouldn't exist and or are not natural at all and they're an abomination of some kind, yeah, that's not just an that's not just an opinion. You're a friggin' bigot.
Just as long as you are not rude or disrespectful towards them.
As long as you're not rude or disrespectful, I mean, if you don't think they should exist, I think you are quite rude and disrespectful.
Unfortunately, the kids at my school didn't see it that way. My old friends would either turn their backs on me to ignore me, or worse, mutter mean words under their breaths as they passed me in the hallways. Their words would cut through me to my core. I would come home every day, head straight for my room, and cry. My parents would ask, Darling, what's wrong? But I couldn't bring myself to tell them how bad things had become. Over the next few months, my school life was miserable. No one was interested in hearing my opinion or reasons. All they cared about was their own.
Opinion or reasons? What reasons do you have? I mean, what does a kid of her age, what kind of reasons can they have about the LGBT plus community in a case where their parents did not indoctrinate them into being homophobic? What kind of opinions are they gonna have? I mean, I guess this 2020, kids of her age would be making TikTok videos, I guess. So, yeah, it's this story is totally not realistic at all. I mean, it just takes the situation of bullying a gay kid has to go through and just reverses that.
Things had become so bad at school that my grades started to slip. I just couldn't concentrate, and no one wanted to work with me or help me in class. Eventually, the school's head had noticed something wasn't right and called my parents in for a meeting. I was nervous, scared even, that my parents would be mad at me for me letting this affect my grades. But after seeing how bad things had become and how unhappy I was, they both agreed that the best thing for me would be to move schools and have a fresh start. A year has passed since I moved schools, and I've made great new friends, all with different views and opinions. I still have the same views, but
Let me translate that. A year has passed since then. I've made great new homophobic friends. We all have different homophobic opinions. So it's just a school with a bunch of homophobes.
I've realized that there are better ways to express them. I look back on that day my friend asked me my opinion, and maybe if I hadn't been so short in my answer and turned it into a discussion about our different opinions, things could have been different. The way my new friends accept different opinions by discussing them rather than turning them into a witch hunt and isolating the person with a different opinion has made me feel so at home. I have learned that people will always have different opinions in life, but that is fine. Just because a friend doesn't agree with you doesn't mean you can't be friends. You should be open with each other and discuss your differences. The world doesn't need to be any more divided than it already is. And if it turns out you still don't get along with someone after hearing their opinion, you can still be respectful. Saying mean things to them is bullying, and even though they might look fine on the outside, inside, they could be really hurting.
Oh my gosh, this is like so freaking cringy. Okay, first of all, the story for this video wasn't written by a kid. There's no way it was written by a kid. In real life, kids don't have this kind of opinions. It was probably written by an adult, a very homophobic, I would say Christian adult who doesn't agree with homosexual people, gay people, and they just took an instance of, oh wait, it's from the country Philippines. Okay, Christian, I guess. Philippines is a Catholic country. So, like I was saying, it was probably written by a very homophobic adult. They just took an account of a gay kid being bullied in school. They just reversed the situations and they came up with this crap. It's it's fucking cringy, okay? I mean, like I've been saying throughout the video, this should never happen in real life. This is so bad and ridiculous. But yeah, apparently this channel they got a lot of hate for this, and not all of their videos are really homophobic and things. They just take suggestions from other people and convert it into stories. So it's not like this channel is exclusively homophobic, but I mean, since they are a big channel, I mean, they should see what they're animating. They shouldn't, I mean, they have the story. They should at least decide that certain stories are not for kids, I mean, and shouldn't just be animated at all. This was quite a hateful story, and the story just forces hatred into people. They're suggesting that if you're homophobic, you can get bullied in school, which doesn't happen at all. Okay, so yeah, this was my reaction to this video, and see you again in some other video someday if I upload something. And yeah, I also am a co-host on the panel of Atheist Republic, so go check out their channel. I will put a link in the description below. Thank you. Bye. See you.